Let's have a look at the additional functions at ViewDx. So to enter the application, click Start Testing. The first page that comes is the test workflow. We will also go through the menus one by one. In the test menu, you would find Start Testing, Biomarkers and Add Biomarkers. If you click Start Testing, we'll come back on this page. If we click Biomarkers, we can see the list of all the analytes that are there for this device. If we click on Add Biomarkers, we can add new biomarkers that are not yet installed to the device. However, this is not recommended for users to do. We'll run a test flow completely. Enter the sample ID. The sample ID should just not start with a 0. If you enter it with a 0, you would get an error message. Yeah, so it says sample ID should not start with a 0. We'll say yes. Go back and give any alphanumeric ID to it. We will now proceed. If it's a new test or a new batch of test, you can click Scan QR and enter the QR code that is given with the analyte box. If it's a test that is already added to the device, you can just go to Select Batch ID and select the batch from your drop-down menu. Ensure that the test is inserted with sample well facing towards you and the test is completely pushed inside. Inside the tray, it should look like this. Insert the tray back and do run test. The camera will read the image and give the actual value of the result and also a graph. You can click on the graph to make it bigger and see whether there was any high background in the assay or any other kind of noise. To print results, we can use a thermal printer. And connect it through USB. Once the USB is connected, you will see the status here. You can check the feed. Now if you give print results, you can see the result printed out here. Give feed and tear it off. To run the same test again, click retest. To continue with the same analyte but for a different batch, run continue test. Change the sample ID and then run test. Let's go to the results. To view results, go to results and select view results. We have done a few of the tests here. You can use previous and next buttons to move across pages. You can use view report to see the report generated here and add details to add patient data. We'll first add the patient data. It will ask you to confirm to proceed with patient details. You can click yes and it will say sample ID AW12 is updated. If you get an error message here, the patient details have not been updated. Now we see that the patient name has come here. You can click on the patient name or on that row and click view report. A PDF will open which looks like this. This is the letterhead. You can see the sample ID, patient name, age and gender, the analyte and its value, the graph, the reference ranges and the interpretation, and a disclaimer which is the footer. will now close this report. Ensure to close the report, otherwise if too many reports are open, the device tends to hang. We go back to our results page. There's also a function to search results where you can it will show the number of results fetched. You can click OK and you can see the result here. Let's see the settings page. In settings we have 4 options: device overview, data backup and updates, connect to Wi-Fi and troubleshoot. We will start with connect to Wi-Fi. It will ask you to confirm. If you want to connect, you can do yes. It will ask you to select the SSID and enter the Wi-Fi password. Before doing that, you need to scan for Wi-Fi network. So click scan. It will figure out whichever is the most highest signal of SSID. You can then enter the password and click connect. For now it is already connected, so I will not go ahead with this. You go to settings and now we see troubleshoot. Troubleshoot page essentially tells us how to troubleshoot the hardware of the device. Here we have different options. For example, we can check the available memory. It is 79%. We can check SD card speed. It takes a lot of time, so I'm skipping that for now. We can check CPU utilization, which is 1346. Any under voltages, no under voltage detected. System clock. And then we can also do complete scan. So it says your clock is functioning accurately, or we can do a complete scan at the same time. Once the scan is done, we would request users to email the scan report. What this does is it sends the file to us. You can also email the log file that has all the errors logged here. If we go to data backup and updates, here we have the last backup when it was taken. Ignore the date till now, we will sync it. It also asks us to check the available memory, backup to USB, restore from USB, email results or update device. To backup to USB, you just have to insert the USB device and click backup to USB, and it will create a backup of the results folder to the pen drive, and it would be named backup. Or you can restore from the USB. This is for updating any software that you may have updated and want to revert that updation. Or you can email all the results to yourself. This email will go to the same person who has been receiving email reports. If you run email results, all the results file as a CSV will get sent to that recipient. Or you can update device, where the device will update itself from cloud if it is connected to Wi-Fi. Go to device overview. The device overview, you can see there is device ID, there's time, there's software version, manufacturing date, for which lab we have installed it for, and the lab address. There's also warranty certificate and install reports here. If we click warranty certificate, you will see the certificate of warranty that has the date, warranty and date here. Please close this report. It also has the installation reports. Since the time is already synced, we won't go through that. We would try to see how to update lab info. If I click update lab info, I have the options of lab name, lab address and the email recipient. This is the recipient who will get the results file as well as the reports. Once you have entered this, click upload logo and signature. Even if you don't want to update the signature, just click no. Click do you want to update lab logo? No. It will say invalid email address. You can just leave it. The lab info would have been updated. Now we go to the power section. The power section just has 3 options, which is shutdown, restart and exit application. The exit application option is available only for admin and sales people. The shutdown and restart options are very similar to what a general operating system looks like. That is all the functions in ViewDx.